They call him the Oracle of Omaha. He started with just $100 and turned it into one of the largest fortunes in history. But Warren Buffett's story isn't about chasing quick wins. It's about patience, discipline, and a mindset that has outperformed Wall Street for decades. In this episode, we'll dive into the journey of Warren Buffett, from a young boy fascinated by numbers to the legendary investor who built Berkshire Hathaway. We'll explore his philosophy, his biggest wins and mistakes, and the lessons every investor can learn. Warren Buffett was born in 1930 in Omaha, Nebraska, during the Great Depression. From a young age, he was obsessed with money, numbers, and business. At 6 years old, he was selling chewing gum door to door. At 11, he bought his first stock, 3 shares of City Service, preferred at $38 each. When the stock fell to $27, young Warren panicked and sold at $40, making a small profit. But soon after, the stock climbed to $200. That single mistake shaped his entire investment philosophy, the importance of patience. Buffett studied under Benjamin Graham, known as the father of value investing. Graham taught him that markets are often irrational, but value lies in companies with strong fundamentals. Buffett absorbed these lessons, but he also added his own twist. Instead of just buying undervalued companies, he focused on buying great businesses at fair prices and holding them forever. This was the foundation of the Buffett style buy businesses, not stocks. In the 1960s, Buffett stumbled upon a struggling textile company called Berkshire Hathaway. The business was failing, but Buffett saw an opportunity. He bought control, but instead of focusing on textiles, he transformed it into his investment vehicle. Through Berkshire, he invested in companies like Coca-Cola, American Express, and later Apple. Today, Berkshire Hathaway is one of the most valuable companies in the world, all built on Buffett's patient, disciplined approach. So what makes Warren Buffett different? He once said, "Our favorite holding period is forever." Unlike speculators, Buffett waits years, even decades, for his investments to compound. He only invests in businesses he understands, avoiding hype or speculation. He calls compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. Buffett's fortune is not from risky bets, but from letting time do the heavy lifting. Simplicity. He avoids complexity, sticking to businesses with durable advantages. Buffett's most famous investments highlight his philosophy. Coca-Cola, 1988. He bought over $1 billion worth of shares when the company was struggling. Today, that investment has returned more than tenfold. American Express, 1960s. After the salad oil scandal, most investors abandoned the company. Buffett saw its brand strength and invested heavily. It remains a Berkshire holding today. Apple, 2016. Even later in his career, Buffett recognized Apple's ecosystem and brand loyalty, making it one of his largest holdings ever. These weren't quick flips. They were decades-long commitments. Even Buffett admits he isn't perfect. His purchase of Berkshire Hathaway itself was a mistake. He admits he should have walked away, but his stubbornness cost him years before transforming it into his vehicle. He avoided technology stocks for decades, believing he didn't understand them, missing out on Microsoft, Amazon, and Google. In 2020, he sold his airline stocks at a loss during the pandemic, something even Buffett second-guessed. But here's the lesson. Buffett is never afraid to admit mistakes. He learns, adapts, and moves forward. Buffett's real edge isn't secret formulas. It's psychology. He stays calm when others panic. He avoids greed during bubbles. He embraces patience when the world chases quick wins. His famous quote sums it up. "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful." That mindset, emotional discipline, is what separates Buffett from the crowd. Despite being one of the richest men in history, Buffett still lives in the same Omaha house he bought in 1958. He drives modest cars, eats McDonald's for breakfast, and drinks Coca-Cola daily. This simplicity reflects his philosophy. Happiness doesn't come from extravagance, but from doing what you love and living consistently with your values. So what can we learn from Warren Buffett? Patience pays. Investing is a long game. Invest in what you understand. Avoid hype. Stick to your circle of competence. Let compounding work for you. The real magic happens over decades. Stay disciplined. Ignore the crowd. Focus on fundamentals. Simplicity wins. Don't complicate investing. Warren Buffett proves that you don't need to be the smartest or the fastest to succeed. You need patience, discipline, and the right mindset. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more journeys into the minds of the greatest traders and investors of all time.